Alright, welcome to Malachi Gaming and Talk. No face camera today, because I still haven't done my morning routine after a bunch of things. Both with the chaos in the crypto market right now, and AMC looking juicy today. It's been a morning. I was gonna make this video last night, but I decided, let's wait till tomorrow. And yesterday there was a lot of chaos with the crypto market. As you can see down here, Bitcoin still struggling after Musk Tesla U-turn. That is a mouthful. This article is by Reuters. Let's read that, because that just popped up. Bitcoin recovered about half of its losses on Thursday, a day after plunging 17% when Tesla boss Elon Musk said his company would stop accepting the digital tokens as payments for his cars. The price of the world's largest cryptocurrency rose back up to around $49,808 as of 11:50 Mountain Time, I think. Or is that GMT? Whatever. Excuse me. On Wednesday, it dropped from around $54,000 to $45,700. As anyone who's been paying attention to Bitcoin knows, that is a huge drop. It went from almost 60,000, it was almost back to 60,000. We were doing good, and then Elon pulls this crap. And even Ethereum dropped 14%, which is probably backlash from like all the people angry at him, at the founder of Ethereum. Are mad at the co-founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, for selling a whole bunch of Ethereum altcoins. He sold about 2 trillion in Shiba Inu tokens, which was valued at about $40 million. That's a lot. And that tanked the price of Shiba Inu and pretty much sacrificed all of its gains that it had made this week. Almost all of it. I haven't checked again this morning, but I was down. I had put like 300 in, like I said the other day, whenever I was trying to buy it on crypto.com and all those issues was going on that day. But it would have been up even more. But it's back to about where it was at like 4 o'clock on, what day was it that I made that? Sunday? But according to Decrypt, Vitalik Buterin and a wallet attached to him removed over 2 trillion in Shiba Inu tokens from Uniswap, according to data from Block Explorer Etherscan. Helping propel the tokens into a nosedive, Shiba has lost 20% of its value as the writing of that article. Shiba Inu, a Dogecoin knockoff that many of us know, is a meme coin that calls itself an experiment in decentralized, spontaneous community building. Basically saying, let's see if we can get copy hype. Which, it does work. It does. Same reason why people will buy funny sock tickers. Like boobs. But, he also ended up selling about like 50 billion Akita Inu and donating a lot of his profits to charity. He gave, here it is. Vitalik sent 500 of his just bought Ethereum, over $2 million, plus 10% of the liquidated SHIB tokens to a wallet associated with the India COVID Crypto Relief Fund. He gave the Elon tokens and another 1,000 Ethereum to a Coinbase wallet for the Methuselah Foundation, a medical charity for extending human life. GiveWell received $53 million in Ethereum, while Gitcoin, an Ethereum-based foundation for open source development, received over $500 million worth of Akita tokens. So, a bunch of relief and medical foundations got. So you see, let me start over with that. But so a bunch of medical charities, a bunch of uh, technological charities received a bunch of money from him. So, very generous offering from the co-founder of Ethereum. Now, here's my 2 bits of this. I'm not pleased with how Elon's been flip-flopping, and it honestly does feel like he's just manipulating shit. A lot of people on Reddit were like, he's having this beef with another billionaire who's been shorting Tesla and shorting Dogecoin, and so he wants to get back at them since they're bullish on Bitcoin. And I'll get to the Portnoy video after this, but like, there's a reason why the SEC has been on Elon. It's not just because he's anti-establishment. It's because he has a lot of influence, and he says things, and then flips a little bit down the road. And Tesla... Oh, wait, hold on. I'll show you how Tesla has been affected. After this, we'll see that again. We'll check up on Bitcoin. But first, let's get in my 2 bits. Yesterday on Parler is back up. It apparently wasn't down. Google, as people know, that Google Play disabled the ability to purchase, well, actually you didn't purchase it, but download the Parler app from their app store. Well, now it's fully disabled. So if you have the Parler app through the Google Play Store, you're going to have to go to the Parler website and create a shortcut on your homepage. And it's still there. People are still posting. But hopefully they can do something like a bunch of Nutaku games do, where it's like, oh, hey, just download the app straight from our website. There you go. They should do that. But, as I said on Parler, alright now. I'm just all over the place this morning. Alright, now that I have finally updated my Parler that is not dead, time to get to the news. Both Bitcoin and Shiba Inu are dropping yesterday, after 2 things happened. Elon Musk suddenly flip-flopped on Bitcoin and decided to no longer take Bitcoin due to fossil fuel emission issues, citing the use of coal power. Says the guy who makes cars out of hydrocarbons, plastic made out of oil, fueled by electricity that runs primarily on coal. And let me phrase that in a better way. The majority of the nation's electricity use, I believe the last known estimate was about 33% of our nation's power is electricity based on coal power. The rest is natural gas, followed by renewable energies. And I'll get to those articles in a second. But Elon Musk, he has cars with batteries made out of cobalt and lithium and nickel, which require digging up huge swaths of land. Like, they have to destroy mountains and acres of forest to make these batteries. And let's not even get started with the acid and the process that it takes to create acid for those batteries. And Shiba, as I already discussed, Shiba Inu is down because of Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin dumping tokens. But let's get to the Portnoy video. Now, he posted this on Twitter. I haven't checked if he has a Parler account or not, but David Portnoy is the Barstool Sports, can't talk today, Barstool Sports president, CEO. That's a gambling and sports magazine that's risen to be very popular here in the United States. Portnoy also is a very big investor. He got a lot of media attention for calling out Warren Buffett, calling him a fossil for his mistakes with the airline industry. And what Portnoy says here in this video it can be summed up in the last little bit. There are a lot of poor people that don't have infinite money that rely on Elon as a trusted source of information. And Portnoy, let's see if I can get away with it without getting copyright slammed.
That shit was hitting the fan. I never.
Hold on. I'm not going to play the whole video. You can check it out on his Twitter. A bunch of you have Twitter still. I don't. I made one for a school project back in high school. I didn't like it. I deleted it. I don't like the format of Twitter, and I especially didn't like how Twitter had a bunch of mobs and it's ironic because I like Parler, but Parler's just a little bit different than Twitter, and I'm not going to do a review of this. We're here to talk about Elon Musk tanking Bitcoin and his own stock by being a hypocrite.
This is bullshit. Elon, you have responsibility when 1 second you say to buy something and the next second you don't. That's playing with people's futures, their fortunes. Yeah, Parabolic guy still has fucking Ferraris and driving around, but people are putting real money in it. That's how I treat Penn. If you put it in, it's like my fucking kids. I'm going to die for you. And even if shit was hitting the fan, I'd never be like, oh, we're stink. I won't tell you it's all gumdrops and rainbows and everything's great, but I'm going to die for you to make money for you. That's the job as a CEO, leader, whatever of a company. This move Elon's doing, up and down and changing markets, shady shit. Shady shit.
Now, and it is shady. It's like I'm an Elon. I'm on the ropes now because him flip-flopping in such a short amount of time it's a red flag. Just like whenever he was like let's say Tesla is too high. Hey, a lot of people lost money on that, but Tesla did recover, but Elon Musk, rightfully so, got in trouble with the SEC for that. But whether this is because he has a beef with a rival billionaire who is long on Bitcoin and shorting his own assets, that's quite possible. That's the rumor on Reddit. But Elon is the richest man in the world. I get that you have to be competitive to stay in that spot. Bezos and Warren Buffett and Bill Gates all know that. But there's a reason why they can still be slapped for price manipulation. Although crypto is not regulated. Which, at the same time, I don't want crypto regulation because I don't like government touching anything. They need to stay out of my money business. But I am pro, you can't just manipulate things because you can, basically. But that's what we see with the hedge funds. We have that anti-dark pool law coming in. We got, is it law or regulation? Whatever. Now, let's continue to delve into why Elon is wrong about, not only just wrong, but hypocritical about his decision with just cutting off Bitcoin all of a sudden. There's a study, and let's go to this article. It's through finance.yahoo.com. I'm going to open in browser. I don't want to open in the app. Okay. By Adrian, I can't pronounce that last name. Study says over 74% of Bitcoin mining is powered by renewable energy. This proves that this crap is just crap. Just bullshit. Cryptocurrency investment products and research firm CoinShares estimates that 74.1% of Bitcoin mining is powered by renewable energy in its biannual meeting report published on June 5th. This was 2 years ago. Just think how much more green the mining process has become. The world is moving towards more green sources of energy, quote unquote green, because the solar panels and wind turbines have their own issues. But okay. The correlation between Bitcoin mining and renewable energy reportedly makes Bitcoin mining more renewable driven than almost every other large-scale industry in the world. The report also notes that in November of 2018, the total hash rate of the network increased from 40 quintillion hashes per second to 50 quintillion hashes per second. That means during this period, the growth of the computing power invested in maintaining the network was slower than its 10-year average, but in line with the 5-year average. Yes, this is a couple. This is an article from 2 years ago, but 2 years ago they had over 74% of Bitcoin mining powered by renewable energy. The exact thing that he's concerned about. Coal power actually makes a very low amount, relatively speaking. While the US grid is 33% coal power, 30-something% natural gas, and then a small percentage of nuclear power and wind and solar. But Elon doesn't know what he's talking about, or is just flat out lying. Because he can't say he's just trying to manipulate the stock because he's in a rivalry with someone who's shorting his assets. And I too am against short sellers. I find them very grimy. Just look at what's happening with AMC. But Tesla moved to Texas, where 47% of the electricity is generated by natural gas and 20% is coal. So he's already positioned his company to be better. Now, there are a lot of Bitcoin miners in Texas too. Maybe not as many as in other areas, but natural gas is known as the cleaner fossil fuel. But, all I'm seeing is that Elon is wrong on Bitcoin and deciding to cancel Bitcoin. Well, not cancel Bitcoin like you would with a Hollywood star, but just stop accepting it as payments based off of the reasons that he's given, which I think is a little bit shady, and I think there's a little bit more to go on. And a lot of people have said, don't bet against Elon. And a lot of people also say, don't bet against Bitcoin. Now, this is the immovable object versus unstoppable force query. Now, what's going to happen here? And who will win, Bitcoin or Elon Musk? I know there's Ethereum building up, and a lot of people think it might overtake Bitcoin soon. I'm not entirely sure about that. I have some Bitcoin and I have some Ethereum. I'm mining both Bitcoin and Ethereum because I think they are great stores of value, and I think Ethereum is a little bit better at being a currency than Bitcoin. But as a store of value, I think Bitcoin's better. Although this is a hit to Bitcoin. But I think Bitcoin would win that fight. Excuse me. And Ethereum has its own competitor, direct competitor, that is rising up. They had to change their network to Ethereum 2 just to compete with it. Cardano has got a lot more attention. Cardano has got the attention of Meet Kevin, who has almost 3 million followers on YouTube. And yeah. Now, let's see here. Let's check the Cardano subreddit. Alright. Cardano CEO. Cardano is 1.6 million times more energy efficient than Bitcoin. Now, I like Cardano. I like it a lot. I don't have a lot. I only have about 300 something Cardano, and he's obviously using this as an opportunity to be like, hey, we're an option. And of course, getting Tesla to accept Cardano would definitely help the price of Cardano, which I'm not against that either, because I have a bunch of Cardano. Well, relatively small, but it's a bunch for me. And I was actually hoping that after Doge went to $1, I could put like $1,000 worth into Cardano and watch that fly. But looks like we have to wait on that. But, oh, yeah, you can see Cardano is trying to catch their attention. But overall, I think Elon Musk is wrong when it comes to Bitcoin. I think he is setting a double standard. And while, yes, there are more efficient options like Cardano, I think him trying to, as Portnoy said, trying to crash the price of Bitcoin is very irresponsible. But we'll see. I'll catch you later. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and support me on Patreon to get more videos like this in the future. Have a nice day.